The lunacy continues every Thursday night following JCW Lunacy. Join your host, Mac Davis and Jeff Lane, live for the JCW Lunacy Post Show. Special surprises, exclusive news, killer interviews, and footage. So when the final bell rings, and you still want more, we have the score. Blood on the canvas, jokes in the chat. We laugh, we gasp, we run it right back. Face paint dripping, crowd still chanting. We go live while your heart's still panting. Backstage Lunacy, all access with Mac Davis and Jeff Lane. Live Thursday nights following JCW Lunacy. Exclusively on Vince Russo's The Brand on YouTube.
I went from Caleb's butler to hanging with the family, and Caleb went from the man to Vince Russo's little bitch.
That title belonged to me, and you got your big fucking nose all up in my business. I'm the guy that's gonna knock you the fuck out.
Whoa! Physicality is not what we were expecting here. Caleb Conley taking it to EC3, and they're fighting right outside the ring, Zach.
EC3, it's going to be you against Kerry Morton. Let's end it all tonight. And you want to fool around with stripes on? Guess who'll be wearing the stripes tonight?
Who'll be wearing the stripes?
You.
But fear not, I am here, Juggalos, to save the day, save the world, and save JCW.
Sure has a high opinion of himself.
Well, that's a title to be earned, not a moniker to give yourself.
Itsuguri right out the block there by Facade, and that's it.
You are one loss away from working at NWA.
They had Joey all up in a plastic bag, thrown away like he was trash. Well, he ain't trash. He's my brother.
Me and Willie Mack's got your back. We're family. Capiche?
Copy.
Yeah.
On the top turnbuckle, oh, there's the cutter.
Ooh.
Needs to get out of it one way or another.
Oh, right on the guitar!
Oh, that's one way to use that guitar as a weapon. Hooks the leg and the pin.
What is this? Give me the, what is this? Give it to me! Oxycontin! Who the hell is giving you this? What a fucking idiot! I can't believe it!
I came here to change your life and that fat guy in the back. I came to change his life too.
Catches Luigi and throws him down hard. Double leg takedown, and Father Bronson making it look easy here with that cloverleaf sitting in deep.
Oh, he's folded him in half.
Oh, and Luigi taps, that's it.
You kidnapped my brother when you least expected, Vito.
Oh, the only reason these are the four guys beating the shit out of Vito is because the crowd's not allowed past the barricade.
Oh, it's a big wind-up and nails Vito with that sign.
The following contest is your main event!
Hey, Caleb Conley taking it to EC3 straight up the gate here. That is not at all what this match was supposed to be. We were waiting on Kerry Morton. Mr. JCW Kerry Morton taking it to EC3.
Ooh, going for it.
Now EC3 with a big cutter on Kerry has the opportunity to put this one away.
Kerry smartly getting near the ropes, though.
Caleb does keep that same cadence and somehow...
Because I know Caleb.
EC3 now with Caleb up. Oh, sending his knee into Caleb's face, and then Morton. What is Jeeves doing? He's an official for this match, but we are seeing things really break down now. Restore some order, clear up some crime. What are you trying to tell us here? Oh! Phantom? It's not close!
It's not close.
Who loans your money, homie? Who owes your cash? Who taught you how to use the barn for the grass? I don't know much, but I gotta assume that when you hit your first net, your homies was in. You talk about homies, homies. Talk about the dogs of motherfucking homies, homies. My dog. Talk about homies, homies. Talk about the dogs of homies, homies.
Who's going chicken hunting? We's going chicken hunting.
We are? Well, before we go chicken hunting, I am your host, Jimmy T. He's my co-host, Whoop Whoop Brandon, the chicken hunter. And you are here to the HMG Insanity show where we cover everything JCW Lunacy live on Hemi Media Group's YouTube channel and, of course, on the Patreon after the fact. Brandon, are we going chicken hunting? What's going on?
Who's going chicken hunting? We's going chicken hunting. Whoop, whoop.
Nice. Absolutely nice. And as, just I want to quickly say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know, obviously you're very much loved from all of us here at HMG and from the world that celebrates, of course, Mother's Day. I don't know if it's like that for every country. I know it's like that for both of our countries. But with Father's Day, funny enough, Brandon, they're on different months.
Yeah, same here. No, not at all. Yeah, Father's Day is next month for us.
Next month, you said?
Yeah.
Already? For us, it's in September.
Yeah, Father's Day is next month for us.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, nevertheless, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And thank you to everyone that's joined us because it is a late one, that's for sure. And we've got the Hammer in the house, just quietly. Hammer, if you want to join us, man, feel free and we'll let you in if you like, man. We'd love to have you on. Dan, thank you for joining us also. And Zach Minga also joining us, saying happy Mother's Day, everyone, of course. Of course. But Brenda, before we do get into some lunacy, before I do, Josh is also in the house. Hello, everybody, he says. Hello to you, Josh. Did you watch Backlash? Oh, you did. You've done the watch along, obviously. But what do you think of the show before we get into some JCW?
It was overall. I mean, they made some of the correct booking decisions, like for example in the Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Trick Williams, Sami Zayn match. The right people went over.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because Juggalos absolutely hated the show, to be fair, right? I mean, he destroyed the show. But I thought I didn't really like it either. I thought it was about a 6 out of 10, about to rate it. Ben hasn't watched it yet. The professor thought it was all right. I mean, it's funny because half of us thought it sucked, half of us thought it was good. I don't know, man. I couldn't get into it, man, for whatever reason.
Yeah, me either. It was not an engaging show. It was not an entertaining show. It was just a there show at best.
Yeah, I agree. Tian Cooper says it was a 3-match PLE. I see where you're coming from. Apparently, Asuka's semi-retired, supposedly. I don't know what to think of that. Excuse me. I don't know if that means retired from WWE. Half retired from wrestling in general. I have no idea, but the way she was acting, she definitely looked like she was retired.
Yeah, it did seem like it's like a swan song type thing where she's kind of saying her goodbyes.
Definitely, man, which is kind of sad. And if so, because it's the end of an era, you got Nelson Kelso also in the house. Or is it Nelson Hausen? I have no idea. Yeah, whoop whoop. By the way, I felt the energy wasn't really there for me, Brando. I don't know. It's just me though.
Yeah, I know it wasn't. Plus, like they kind of with the whole release of Kairi saying that kind of took a lot of the wind out of that, storyline angle and match because she was like the fulcrum point of that thing because Io was trying to get, Kairi to break free from Asuka's conditioning and her gaslighting and just, the mental hold she had over her. And basically in the match between Io and Asuka was supposed to be where Kairi makes that Sophie's choice and then I think logically, which she'd end up turning babyface and, helping Io, but we never got that. It's turned into like that. One of the heart and soul of that story kind of got taken out of it, and it's hard to care.
Yeah, unfortunately for Io and whatnot, and Asuka, but nevertheless, I did feel the match was actually not bad. It was actually pretty decent. It did start off kind of slow. But nevertheless, if you do want to get our thoughts on that, go to the Patreon at Hameen Media Group /patreon.com/Hameen Media Group, where you can catch the Backlash review show with myself, also MSG, and RBV and Dr. Michael Juggalos make a run in as well. And like I said, Juggalos absolutely hated the damn show. But I understand where he's coming from. I hated the main event, though, Brandon. The way that the finish was just ridiculous to me. I mean, Jacob Fatu pretty much gets speared for the 1, 2, 3, and then totally no-sells it anyway. So why did he lose 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, definitely took some shine off of Fatu. Even though he went, berserk afterwards, he still got beat clean.
Freaking weird, bro. Very weird indeed. But that's WB in 2026. For whatever reason, it's a little backwards. But it is what it is. Anywho, that's not what we're here to talk about. But is there anything else that you want to touch on before we do get into JCW, Brandon?
Nah, nothing really big happened.
What do you think of the Danhausen match, actually, before we get into it?
I gotta say the clone was
underwhelming.
Underwhelming, yes. Like you were expecting a better surprise than that. Whereas having the clone was not a bad idea, it was just too safe, and it felt like it was an underwhelming disappointment.
I was hoping the Boogeyman would be the friggin' clone,
That would have been tremendous.
Like
that would have been.
But we didn't get that. Everyone was thinking it was Pepsi Fuel, in other words, CM Punk. Because we all know how close they are as friends. But like Josh says, Danhausen is still undefeated, man, in WWE. It's crazy. Where do we live these days? What world do we live in, actually, Brandon?
I believe this is Reality and Dimension AS2R, I think.
You know what, Nelson? You're not the only one that actually mentioned Papa Shango. I don't know. I find that kind of weird, but it works anyway. It works still, regardless. But I don't know. Who knows in the future what we get? I mean, I'm surprised that he's wrestled as much as he has, to be honest, Brandon.
He gets it, and he's one of those acts that for some reason he's like the one act WWE's kind of like, okay, let's keep our keep our hands off him and let him do his thing.
Let's hope so, man. We'll see what happens in the future, but I don't know. It was you that also mentioned Papa Shango, didn't you, Brandon? Or was I hearing things?
I might have. I don't remember. Because I know he mentioned. I know it was mentioned during his promo earlier in the week.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I don't remember hearing that, but that's funny. Oh well. Anyway, we didn't get Papa Shango, unfortunately. But if you did mention it, then there's a good chance that we probably will get it in the future. But
plus, I'm sure God Power's not going to say no to a one-off payday to do something with Danhausen as Papa Shango because it's not going to hurt him at all. Make some money, have some fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's room for comedy in professional wrestling. Absolutely, as long as you don't overdo it. Yeah, exactly.
And it's
100%. Whoop whoop indeed. Well, let's get into some JCW because we do start off kind of hot, pretty much, because we see Caleb Conley and Vince Russo outside, I guess, waiting for Matt Cross, but that's all right because Matt Cross surprises them and jumps Conley, even though Conley had a hammer, but he still got beat up. Matt Cross took the hammer off Conley. I mean, come on, man. Come on, Caleb. What's wrong with you? And proceeds to beat him up, but he didn't really use the hammer, thank God. And then he threatened Russo with the hammer, but luckily for Vince, he didn't get the hammer. Pretty hot start to JCW Lunacy, shall we say?
Yeah, but I liked how Russo was trying to talk him out of it.
Yeah, well, he's either going to get hammered or you talk your way out of it, right? I mean, come on. What else is he supposed to do?
Yeah, hot start to the show and sets up what comes up later.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does set up what we've got a bit later on. But yeah, it was very hot start for sure, man. This crowd was hot too, mind you, just quietly. For the show, it was pretty packed too, man.
I've been noticing that recently. Like the crowds have been like larger and hotter this last month or so.
Is it becoming more of a wrestling crowd, you think, or is it still pretty much full of juggalos? I didn't see as many juggalos in the crowd this time around.
I think it's coming a combination of both. I think they're kind of, intermingling and, just being a part of the crowd. Oh,
no doubt, man. Now Sakasa says Vince sold the hammer. Well, he looks scared as hell. Well, as he should. I mean, if anyone grabbed the hammer, threatening to hammer you, I mean, come on. Oh, thank you. Thank you, now Sakasa. I appreciate that, man. But anywho, I like the start. It sets the pace for the rest of the show, which is pretty exciting. But we move on because that leads us to the first match of the evening, and it's Beekeeper Mike versus the Green Phantom. Now, wait a minute.
And
before I
continue. And of course, Mike, with his attention to detail, comes out to Flight of the Bumblebee.
Now, Mike has done he's like a multiple gimmick character, correct?
Right. He's basically like he's like a really good utility player you can insert into any place you need him to because he can do any gimmick you need him to.
Well, he's a beekeeper this time, and I don't know what to think about it. The Green Phantom, though, is just full of caca because unfortunately for him, he loses to Beekeeper Mike, for crying out loud, with the 1, 2, 3, even though he's supposed to be the next big thing, I guess. I mean, I don't know, but I guess he's become a comedy act. And if he is, he's becoming kind of funny, I guess, because he's just a loser.
Well, this is going somewhere, so at least it's not being fallen by the wayside. They are going somewhere with this.
Are they just basically going to make him a total loser at this point? Is the end game him going to NWA?
I would. I don't know. That's kind of that I don't know.
God, imagine that. He goes off to NWA. That's where you get punished, pal. Straight to National Wrestling Alliance. I don't know how that's punishment, but it is what it is. According to Vince, it probably is punishment. But is it because he's Canadian? Is that the issue? Is that why he's a loser? I mean, come on, I'm trying to figure it out. How long is it going to take till he gets that win? And if he does get that win, I'm thinking eventually he will. Who do you think it might be against? Not to put you on the spot, of course. That's a hard one. That's actually a hard one to pick. If I had to pick, though, for example,
Luigi Primo.
Yeah, but that's just like another jobber, really. I'm talking about like a half decent sort of guy, like on the card. Like someone say, for example, he would be perfect for that type of loss. Like, I know it's going to sound stupid, but like an Anderson, even though he's high up the card, but it would be a shock, right? He would lose like his shit. I could just see it. Like if he beats someone significant, it puts him over big time, you know? But you got to wait like about a year, say.
Here, how about this? I thought of somebody who could easily eat that loss, because he gets heat right back and make you forget about it.
Who's that?
Depending on how you do the finish. It all depends on how you do the finish.
Okay.
Kerry Morton.
I can see that. Only because he'll sell that loss like big time. Like his jaw will be like down. He'll be like, oh my God, like, you know. And I can imagine a freaking roll up or some shit like that. That's how he's going to lose. That's how everyone loses in a fluke way, right? But I don't know. I can see that. We'll see what happens though. But that is a very good one, Brandon, as Josh also says. But he also said cocaine could cost Stephen Flo that match.
Yeah, Stephen Flo, that's another good one. But I think that I think their story's ended already. I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, yeah, it seemed yes, it seemed like a pretty decisive finish.
But I don't know if it's over yet. I mean, Vince likes doing long-term shit. So I don't know. But we didn't see him on this show either. So
sure, that could have been to buy some time, because they're doing that angle with Ring Rat and Stephen Flo, but she was not there for the tapings, so they kind of had to do stuff to buy time, I think.
I mean, what happened to that? Where is Disco Stu after the Ring Rat turned on her, and where is the Ring Rat?
Well, she's at last I checked. She actually, during these tapings, I think she was out of the country.
Really? Okay. Do you know where she's at?
Well, I think now she's back in the country.
Well, she went on holiday somewhere?
No, I think she went to like UK.
What, to wrestle?
No, just on vacation.
Oh, so she did go on a holiday then. Basically, she went on vacation, yeah, I guess. But cool. I guess London or England it is. I would have thought she would have actually done some work over there, but who knows? Anyway, like I said, the Green Phantom loses again. He's a complete loser. He loses to Beekeeper Mike in what can I say? It wasn't much of a match, but still, it was kind of funny. But then we go to a backstage segment where we see Kerry wanting a piece of EC3, and I'm talking about Kerry Morton. But Jeeves says he's not worth it, so he can face him. Kerry isn't upset with having to go through Jeeves to get to EC3. So that leads us to the next matchup between Kerry Morton and Jeeves with EC3. This match was pretty decent. It was a lot longer than the first one. Continue, Brandon.
Yeah, this was my Castrol GTX match of the week. Like good old school, dude. Good old school working, selling, working the crowd. This crowd was hot during this match. Morton had so much heat. They were throwing shit at him as he's wrestling. The spot with him, he's turning into it's kind of new spots every week. It was like about to come like something off the top rope. Then he jumps down and just stomps the guy or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that, but I guess it's a stomp. But it was a great match, and I don't know, maybe possibly the match of the night. It's either this or the main event, to be honest, as the match of the night. But this one really, it surprised me in many ways, but then it shouldn't because Kerry Morton's involved, and boy, the key can go. But when do you think the bigger companies will have a look at Kerry Morton? You think? I mean, how old is he at this point?
I think he's 26. I want to say
26. He's still young. Still got a lot of years. Well, you'd think he would have gotten some sort of what is it called? Some sort of deal with WWE or AEW at this point, but maybe he doesn't even want to go there just yet. Who knows? But
it would not surprise me if his dad said, "Don't worry about getting a contract just yet. To spend your time on the indies or in bigger independent promotions. Cut your teeth, get your experience and your reps, and before you even start thinking about being looked at by the bigger companies."
Does he have brothers and sisters? I'm assuming. Oh, he's 25. Oh, he's a baby. Thank you, Josh. He's got plenty of years to go. What do you mean, Hammer? To do what? Are you talking about in the big leagues? I think he's talented enough to do a lot of things in the big leagues. I think he's very much made for WWE by the way he operates, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he would fit way better in WWE than AEW because it's. I mean, he'd have a lot more creative freedom in AEW, but he just fits the WWE presentation much better.
That's what I mean. It's just the way he works, the way he does things. It just reminds me, not that it reminds me of WWE, but he's better suited with WWE. Because let's be real, man. Half the roster in AEW don't sell anyway. Like,
yeah, you put that WWE machine and production values behind him. Take it to the next level.
I can picture Danhausen going, Kerry Martin, very nice, very evil. You picture that, he'd be like, whoa, what the fuck?
The Kerry Morton and Danhausen, that'd be great entertaining material.
Have they ever interacted? Do you know?
I don't believe so. Not to my knowledge.
Oh man. Well, it's gonna happen. Hopefully. Absolutely, Hammer. 100% agree with you there, bro. Absolutely agree with you. Especially everybody telling me at first before I even got to really see much of him. Everyone was telling me how good he is, and now that I've finally checked him out the last few months, he very much is a stud. That's for sure. Anyway, in the end, though, like you said, Kerry pushes off, hits a kiss of goodbye, and does a cocky cover for the 1-2-3 and gets the win. It felt like I don't want to say, would you call this a squash match?
No, not at all. If it was a squash match, it should have been much shorter. It was more like
it was very douchey.
I would say an enhancement match because they used the time they were given to get themselves and their characters over and work the crowd and whilst putting on a good match.
Absolutely. And after the match, we do get Kerry and EC3 shoving each other. Then we see Jeeve getting back up. He kicks Kerry in the balls, and EC3 finger pokes Kerry to make him fall over, reminiscent of the finger poke of doom without the kicking in the balls part. But still pretty funny. It was cool shit. I enjoyed the match. But next, wink, wink, Brandon, 40 winks. As soon as I saw him come out, do you remember the 40 winks song at all?
No, I don't.
I used to have the commercials. You know what 40 winks is, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's like a bed company, like where you buy beds, right? That's why I laughed at the gimmick. I mean, obviously the guy wants to sleep, right? So as he comes out as 40 winks, I started laughing because I think back to the commercials and he used to go, wink, wink, 40 winks. It's to buy a fucking bed. I don't even know if the company still exists anymore. Obviously it might. But this guy just, who the hell is 40 winks? And why do we have more than one sleeping gimmick in wrestling these days? What the hell, bro? Seriously.
I don't know, but he got this narcolepsy gimmick over.
He got the win, as a matter of fact. I've never seen this wink, wink, 40 winks guy before in my life, but he looks too old to be playing a freaking sleeping type of character. You know what I mean? But maybe that's the joke. Maybe the guy fucking sleeps too much. Who the fuck knows?
or probably something else from the mind of from Violent J.
But can you imagine? Imagine you were the wrestler and you're getting presented this gimmick. All right, so you're gonna be 40 weeks, pal, and you're gonna sleep during the matches. Like, come on. I'd be like, but how do I get this over? By falling asleep and landing on wrestlers' nuts? Like, I mean, I don't know, man. But you know what? Because, clap to him, because he still, managed to get over and he got the win. So I'm impressed. And by the way, Jeff Lane's in the house. Jeff, thank you for joining us. He says, "What's up, bros? You're skipping half the show." Oh, yeah, Vito and his nephew, Chopper City, shows up, and Vito and Luigi as well. You're right. I did skip that, but let's get back to that, actually, as a matter of fact, because we do see Vito and his cousin or his nephew. I feel bad with what happens later on, though, but we'll get to that when we do. But what do you think of that little segment anyway?
It was good. I liked it. These guys are killing it.
They're killing it, but now that you said they're killing it, they literally are killing it, actually, Brandon. You know that, right? I mean, what else can I say? I mean, it was a death. But anyway, you're right. We got Big Vito's nephew heading in. There's also a matter of Big L needing answers from Danny Moe also earlier. But we'll get to that a bit later on. But anything to say about that also?
I think that was last week, because I don't remember seeing any Danny Moe or Big Al on this show this week.
Oh, well, are you sure about that? Because
I could be wrong.
I don't know. That's what. Anyway, let's just move on, because it was 40 weeks against Luigi Primo where we were up to. Luigi Primo suddenly is a bit of a crazy dude now, it seems. Like he's starting to lose his shit. He's swearing in Italian. He's going all over the place, but still can't get a win, because 40 Winks wins via the knucklo. How to pronounce it? The narcoleptic backslide. I mean, he was still sleeping also after the win, and then gets up for the win. I mean, like I was saying, I don't know what to think of this character, but I kind of like it, because it's an older dude that has a sleeping issue. Clearly, he needs to go to the doctors, I guess. I mean, to get that fixed. I don't know, but
I gotta give it that all of the performer of that. He took that gimmick, he's running with it, he's doing everything he can to get it over and make it entertaining. I mean, just the part of how he fell asleep while in the backslide, so that way is you couldn't get him off. You had dead, like in real life, there'd be dead weight on a dude trying to kick out, so that makes it even harder to kick out.
I'm just still laughing at just the way that all that shit went down is absolutely hilarious, man. But oh man, I guess we're going to see more of Wink Wink 40 Winks. I mean, that name just kills me every freaking time, bro.
I'm waiting for Mr. 1950s. I'm waiting for Mr. 1950s to come back. Put them in a tag team. 40 Winks and Mr. 1950s.
That's hilarious. Next to see Chopper City meeting Violent J prior to the match against Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack, which is up next. I've never seen Chopper City before, man, but they kind of remind me of the Street Profits. No, not because they're black, but because they wear that basketball friggin' style of, tights, shall we say.
I mean, yeah, look-wise, absolutely, but gimmick-wise, it's totally different. Totally different.
No, totally different, absolutely. I'm just talking about their look. But what do you think of Chopper City? I've never really seen him before in the past, man.
They've been on Lunacy before. They were
a while ago.
Yeah, they got involved. Yeah, they got mixed up with the zombies.
How many weeks ago was that now? I mean, that would have been a few weeks ago.
That's actually been a few months, I think.
Well, were we reviewing the show? I'm pretty sure we were, because now it does ring a bell that I think back on it. But Chopper City, man, I mean, they're loud, that's for sure. I can see them being future tag team champions because they're an actual team. As a matter of fact, they do steal the belts pretty much. But let's get into the match though. Willie Mack, man, when he went almost over the barricade, kicking some of the fans in the crowd. Oh, I was worried.
That was a little scary.
That was scary, man. I was totally worried. I'm like, shit, did he even kick? Did you think he actually kicked the fan in the face there?
Ooh, I hope not. I really hope not.
I think I was reading somewhere where he actually might have done that, but I'm not 100% sure. But if so, look, the fans are generally all right. I don't see no lawsuits coming into play. Accidents happen. But still, he's a big guy, man.
Well, and also, like Steve Richards has said before, usually it's like you usually calm those down by bringing the fan backstage, letting him meet a few wrestlers, get a few autographs, get some T-shirts and autographs.
Simple. That's what WWE love doing, right? I mean, shit.
Yeah, give me ATV Karen, pal. Remember when like Nick Khan was right there as soon as that happened?
Oh, I remember that shit. Yeah, after what Stone Cold and his drunken ATV bullshit that he did.
Yeah, he crashed into the barricade, and that woman just saw, she's like, I get hit, and then all of a sudden it clicked in her head, like, oh, I can act like this hurt me, and then it did like the over dramatic like slow fall.
Dude, what the hell, man? I'll never get over that. Why did they even allow him to go out there drunk off his face like that? We got a saying here in Australia, dude. If you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot. And Stone Cold, you drank and drove. But anyway, let's get back to the match. What do you think of the matchup overall? I mean, we do get, obviously, in the end, Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack do retain the belts, but Chopper City end up leaving and stealing the titles and the rum, actually, as a matter of fact.
Which I don't blame him for that run, because after that meteorite, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to deal with that again. But what's stopping Tony from getting another bottle?
Well, I'm sure they're going to have to deal with it, because obviously Too Tough Tony and Willie Mack are going to want their straps back, and the rum, probably more importantly. We'll see what happens. But this match was kind of fun too, man.
Nice teams work well together. There was a fun match. I want to see more.
And we will get more, as a matter of fact. And again, the crowd was hot during this match. The crowd was hot pretty much for the whole show. But I liked what I saw. But next we see Vince Russo coming out, and he calls out Shane Mercer and Matt Cross. He tells Mercer he will raise his salary by 50%, and Cross can get a 1-year contract as long as they work for him. No more attacking Caleb Conley or helping Kerry Morton. And he's going to call the tag team Future Endeavors. So I guess they're going to be like sort of bodyguards to him or something like that. But they end up agreeing. And now it seems like the power dynamic is kind of changing a little bit.
Interesting. I'm looking forward to see where this goes. I like where this is going.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's long-term stuff, but Future Endeavors though, I mean, it's hilarious, but I mean, come on.
And as a rib, I know they would never do this because and they shouldn't do this because of the toxicity. I'm saying this because I just think it's funny. What if they brought in as a Future Endeavors' manager? Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Johnny Ace.
Oh no, bro. I don't know if Vince would do that though. Would he?
No, I doubt it. He's way smarter than that. Way smarter than that. Way smarter than to invite that type of that's the heat you don't want to get. He's smart enough to know
that. I don't think he's a big fan of Johnny Ace anyway, to be honest. Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he's not the biggest fan of Johnny Ace, but nevertheless, Future Endeavors is the funniest friggin' name, and probably the best name for a tag team in wrestling. Because technically, they probably will get Future Endeavor by the end of this storyline. Who knows? Like Matt Cross, he should have been gone a long time ago. But anyway, but that was a cool little interaction. So we're off to the main event now. As a matter of fact, Brandon, we got here pretty fast.
Yep.
But it is it's Nick Namath against Caleb Conley. It is titled the Final Four since they've had a 2 out of 3 falls match, and it was ruined because of interference. So this is the third and decisive fall from the 2 out of 3 falls match since I guess it's 1-1 between the two of them. And the matches have all been pretty good, to be fair.
Although we missed a lot with Vito and his nephew and Vincenzo.
Oh, yeah. But, well, you know what? You touch on it more because I can't remember word for word what was going on there. But there was a lot of arguing going on.
Yeah, I think because his nephew was like not cooperative at all. And Vito made it clear, like, you're only here because it's like I'm being forced to deal with you.
But let's see that. I'm a little bit confused. Why is he being forced to deal with him when he was bringing his family in, though? Was he not?
Oh, okay. I got that wrong. That's my bad.
You did get it wrong?
No, I mean, like, they got an argument, like, something like, I didn't want to go, like, to where it seemed like Vito was saying, like, he was not really a planned birth or something like that during one of their arguments. Or kind of sort of implied that.
Well, either way, Vito's just in a bad spot right now, man. Like every week he's getting screwed harder and harder and harder. And he keeps getting away with really being on the chopping block, if you get what I mean. But as we see a bit later after this match, and I don't want to say it just yet, should Vito be worried for his life? Maybe he should, Brandon, because we'll talk about that after the main event. But that leads us back to the main event. Now, this match was pretty sick, man. I would have to say it was probably the match of the night. If not, it is top 2 100% because I did enjoy also, what was it? Wait a minute. Are you playing?
What is that?
Are you playing? Where's that coming from?
Where's what?
Whoa, where'd that come from? Yeah, I don't know. Just shit randomly played on my on my browser for some reason. Don't know why that literally played on its own. That was weird, man. It's like is it the ghost of the nephew? Maybe. I mean, could he be fucking with us? I don't know, but that was weird. But anyway, back to the main event. I don't know what happened there. That's never happened before to me. But anyway, this match, I mean, had it all. I mean, where do we start with this, dude? I mean, Caleb was even dog walking Nick Nemeth at one point, dude, which kind of made me laugh. These two look like they've got legit, like they've just got a lot of good chemistry, and they look like they really just don't like each other at all, dude.
I think it's because they're just both professional workers who know how to get things over and work and sell.
I mean, absolutely, man. I mean, like I said, we had
and plus I think a lot of it is because Nick Nemeth is a pro who, is okay. My job is I'm getting paid to put this kid over and make him look good. I'm going to do that. And Caleb knows that this is his opportunity. He's in the ring with Nick Nemeth. I got to set my game up.
Right. Oh, no, absolutely. And the thing is, you can see that Caleb really is being groomed as the guy in JCW. And when you look at the whole roster, I'm talking about the full-timers that are there week in, week out, week in, week out. It's hard to argue the fact that Caleb Conley is the guy and probably, as they call him, the chosen one. But he's probably the best wrestler, just overall package on the roster too, man.
Yeah, I'd put him up there. I think Kerry Morton's in there as well.
They'd be number 2 for me, in my opinion. Kerry Morton's right up there, but I think Caleb just, he's more experienced. He gets it more. He's had experience in the bigger leagues in TNA in the past. So I just think, he's just more seasoned compared to Morton, but Morton's right up there. He's getting there too, but Caleb just gets it right now.
Agreed. Yeah, like I say, he's got that experience, he's got that background. Whereas Kerry, though, what he has that Caleb doesn't is he has that second generation. It's in that bloodline. He has that dad teaching him experience growing up.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Or teaching and guiding him and tell him stories and about the business.
100%. But nevertheless, Caleb does get the win with a crucifix cover and steals the 3 count for the 1, 2, 3. But at the end, Caleb flips off Nick, but Russo shakes Nick's hand and then flips off the crowd. And then we go to Vito in the back. And he's mortified, dude, because he sees his nephew pretty much, I'm assuming he's dead.
Or something like that. We'll have to, that's how a cliffhanger.
He's in a body bag, bro. Literally, a body bag. Oh, no, and by the way, Nelson Custer, Big Al is definitely up there. I'm not talking about the women's side of things. I'm just talking about on the men's side of things. And I was thinking that as I was saying it, and I was going to clarify, I should have clarified. I'm just talking about on the male side.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Big Al and Danny Moe are right up there with them.
And throw J-Rod and Haley J in there as well.
Oh, Haley J, of course. J-Rod, I'm not the biggest fan of, but the other 3 women, I just think are levels ahead of J-Rod, even in my opinion. But I don't know. That's just how I see it, though. But them 3 women alone, as well as Caleb and Kerry Morton.
Speaking of the women's division, how interesting is it that it's actually gotten better and grown the last few months?
Well, yeah. I mean, absolutely it has grown. And as it should grow, man. I mean, they've got, honestly, in my opinion, they got 3 of the best women in all of pro wrestling on this roster, dude. By far. So they're lucky to have them. Hopefully they hold on to them. But you know what? If those 3 women are definitely, especially Danny Moe and Big Al, I don't know. The thing about Hollywood Haley J, everyone knows how good she is, but she's had a bit of a past too, if you get my drift. And I think that's why WWE and AEW haven't touched her really yet, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I've heard stuff and some stories, and also plus some of the stuff that was in wrestlers where she's a little bit of a risk.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you watch that, you see her history. Maybe she was a bit too open about her background. I mean, don't get me wrong, that shouldn't really matter. If she's fine now, that's what should matter, right? I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, so don't do any power slap shit and get your brain fucked up.
Oh, what do you think of that crap, bro? There's a new one actually now in Australia that's becoming big. And you know what it involves? Hip and shouldering.
Oh,
it is crazy, bro. So they run in from both ends, right? From one end to another. And you see a lot of Islanders doing this, mind you. So from one side of I guess it's like a runway, the crowd's all over, all around. Literally, they just run into each other, dude. And whoever drops is the loser. But man, some of those hits, man, it's just brutal. Ouch. I don't know why you'd want to do that shit.
Have we really evolved that much past the gladiator days of Rome? Not
Feels
really.
like we're going backwards, dude.
Absolutely, we're going backwards. Is this any different than the Coliseum in Rome? The only thing missing is tigers eating people.
We could get that in the future, dude. Come on now. Maybe we will. Nelson Kelso says, Yeah, unfortunately, you shouldn't give history because certain people most likely in charge will immediately judge. And I think that happened to her with the WWE trial. Unfortunately, Nelson, you are correct. It is what it is, man. But the thing about WWE, they will let you sort of like prove yourself for a few years. They'll look at you again. They'll see if you're in any shit, if you're getting yourself into any shit. If she stays clean in every sense, and when I say clean, I'm not talking about drugs. I'm talking about just clean from trouble. I'll guarantee you WWE will hire her eventually if she just keeps her nose clean, basically. And again, it sounds bad. So I'm not talking about drugs, but I'm just talking about just her in general.
Just staying out of trouble.
All right. Oh, exactly. Or just stay out of trouble. And I guarantee she'll be fine. Well, Vince McMahon was the boss, dude. When he's the boss, I mean, what can you say about him? Right now, he's got no excuse. He's out of the company. So at the end of the day, in the end, he got what he deserved. But when he was the boss, Gruss, he's the boss. I mean, how do you fuck him up? We all knew his history pre him getting busted with Janelle Grant. You know what I'm saying? So what can you do? He is a piece of shit of a person, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But yeah, Gruss also says you need a lot of swagger for Power Slap. Do you though? I mean, why would you sit there getting fucking slapped in the face? And some of these guys get absolutely knocked out, man. Can you imagine the concussions too? Like, fuck that shit.
Dude, I can speak from experience on this. There was a time where there was a match where when I was wrestling, I took a clothesline from this dude who was known to be a bad worker and clumsy, and he threw a clothesline. It caught me like right across the jaw.
Oof.
Dude.
What, clothesline?
Clothesline right across the jaw. Right across the jaw. I got that concussion flash.
Really? Shit. Were you feeling sick afterwards, like even the next day?
I had vertigo for a month after that night.
Shit. Were you vomiting?
There were a few times I got sick or felt nauseous.
No, because they're classic symptoms of, unfortunately, concussions. And concussions are bad, dude. Like, it's just bad. But Nelson Kelsey says it's so dumb. I saw a guy's eye get like shoved in the wrong position. So not worth it. Bruce says Jack Swagger has a new strong power slap career. He does? Is he really in that game now? Josh says, Brandon, didn't know you wrestled before in a match. Really? Where have you been, Josh?
I did
he's told a lot of stories.
Yeah, I was active in indie wrestling for about a decade.
Well, were you doing it for a decade? See, I didn't even know that part. I never knew how long you were doing it for. When did you stop?
I first started training in January of 2007.
And then you finished up what year? 10 years from that, I guess.
Yeah, I think I had my last match in, I think, either November or December of 2017.
I would, Gruss, the thing is, I don't want to get HMG fucked on. You know what I'm saying? If I put that up, there's a good chance we're gonna get flagged for copyright.
I doubt it. It's actually my footage. Actually, as they shoot, it's actually my footage I shot during that match of my match.
Wait. Is he talking about? I don't know if he's. I think he's talking about Jack Swagger. I'm not sure though.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Gus, what are you talking about? You talking about Brandon or Jack Swagger? Just so we're clear. I'm assuming you're talking about Swagger because of what you said before, but I don't know. But let me know in the chat. But what were you gonna say, Brandon?
Yeah, so there we had some other big veto segments with his nephew earlier in the night.
Yeah, he's talking about Jack Swagger. Well, if you want to touch on it, keep going, man. There was a few video. We can get to video clips if you guys really want to. I mean, we're allowed to fuck around with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there it's right on the Twitter page. JCW Lunacy.
On the Twitter page?
Yeah, they got clips.
All right, let's see. Let's go to it. But while we do that, who owns this power slap bullshit, by the way, Gruss? I heard Dana White has something to do with it, but I could be wrong.
I think it is Dana White.
So does TKO have anything to do with it?
You'd have to believe so.
Oh, man, I hate the way TKO is operating right now, dude. To be honest, man. But I don't know, man. WWE have lost its soul completely. Just completely. I don't want Jersey fucking Championship Wrestling. Why did that come up for? Jersey Championship Wrestling. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, still technically JCW. Just a different JCW.
Yeah, I know, but man, there's only one JCW, and those motherfuckers ain't it. Like, that's for sure. We also missed, actually, funny enough, so Mac Davis and whoa, could you hear that? By the way, no,
A little bit.
You could. Wait a minute, man. I got to sort of do it. Oh, here we go. So this is when Vito's nephew arrives, folks. Now, before I get that started, even though I spoke about it before, let me just share it so everyone can see it. Since Nelson Calso really wants to see some clips, we will deliver for you, sir. So let me just get to it on the Twitter or the X, whatever you want to fucking call it. Here it is.
So what about Sally? Where's Sally?
It's none of your goddamn business where Sally
the
is.
boy Sally in the first place?
What?
B, how are you, my friend? Been a long time. How you doing, big pal?
How's everything? All right. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Where were you?
Hey, the hair.
Where you
The
last?
hair. Look. I mean, a couple of broads, one broad, two broad, three broad.
I don't give a shit about broads. You're supposed to be in charge of him, right?
I know. I'm sorry. Me dispiace.
Aspect. All right. I told my sister Connie not to fucking have you. All right. You're the bastard child. Now fucking smarten up.
That's what I was talking about.
Big deal. You gotta calm down. The doctor said your blood pressure's too high. Let's just relax.
Screw my blood pressure. I told you to take care of this shit.
I know.
I saw the bell ring. I was there for a little
I'm gonna make your fucking bell ring. Don't talk back to me. Shut your mouth and let's learn a few things.
Come on.
Hey, I run this family. You work for me. You show up when you're supposed to. The hell with the prostitutes. The hell with the broads. And you listen to him. Gabish.
Gabish.
Uncle.
Good.
So do it good.
Do it. Uno. Old school style. And then if they don't fit, we'll cut them into little pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Intelligent. Oh, un momento. Ciao. Mi chiamo Marco Modello.
Ciao, V.
Che sta facendo?
Uno
Hey, he's got a thing for some juggalettes.
That sounds so nice. We have a question for you, though.
Is that a salami in your pants?
Bella, andiamo.
Oh, pepperoni.
Oh, Shimonito, ma che sta facendo?
You know, he reminds me, Jeff, I don't know if you're still listening or not, but is that guy, does he have a twin brother by any chance? And I'm talking about the nephew. And is he from overseas? Because he looks like these two guys that are from my neck of the woods that are in the US right now, but they're wrestlers and they're twins. Which is weird now that I think about it, but it might not be them, or it's only one of them. But they're two wrestling guys, and they are in the US right now, so it wouldn't surprise me. But wait a minute, though, Nelso, we've got more for you, my friend. I like how they kept it authentic Italian, by the way. You know, let's see, what else can we show right here? There's a lot of you can see me scrolling, obviously. It's where's the I want to see the body bag part again, but let's go and see what the clowns have to say.
That was from last week.
Oh, that is last week. No. There was one this week too, though, dude.
Yeah, that was last week.
Oh, no,
Actually,
it
showed
was
with the-
last week. I went down too
yeah,
much.
Yeah, the horse's head, Godfather, with the hobby horse.
No, I think that's about it in terms of veto on the JCW page that I can see.
Hey, it's time to chop.
Yeah,
Oh,
where
no.
is it?
Oh, wait.
man?
Oh, wait. No, the one with the Violent J and the Green Phantom. Violent J is not happy. That one. We
Oh, yeah,
missed
that's
that.
funny,
We
that's
totally
funny.
missed that. That was so good.
You want to see me, boss?
Bro, what the hell? Again?
West Coast Air. I
That's
don't know.
funny.
Listen, man, when you first showed up and lost, I chalked that up to bad luck. Now I'm chalking this up to the fact that you suck, bro. Is that what's going on?
Suck. Oh.
Man, in Japan, you were laying them down. What happened, man? Were those guys shitty? Were those jobbers or something? Young boys? You were
West Coast Air, man. I don't know what's going on.
Well, listen, man. I'm going to give you one more chance. You lost 2 in a row. We gave you mad airtime, bro. You're embarrassing me, you, everybody. Look, one more loss. I'm going to have to let you go, brother. I'm sorry, man.
I got this. Oh, and Joe, get with the green, baby. Keep it up.
Get with a victory. Win a
That's
match.
funny.
Motherfucker.
That was great.
I love how he's like, yeah, get a win a match, motherfucker, at the end. But
Like, dude, we wasted so much mad time on you, and you're 0-2. What the fuck?
oh god, that's ridiculous. I mean, I like where they're going though. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm intrigued, but surely he's gonna get that win, right? I think.
I mean, we got to tune in to find out. That's what makes it so good. It's like you actually want, like, they make you care and want to find out. Does he get that win? Does he get released? And if he gets released, how do they get around getting him in?
Could he come as the Red Phantom next time if he gets like released or something like that?
I saw this on. What if they do the whole, like, remember the angle they did? Remember when cocaine was like, first he's blue cane, then yellow cane, and then
Gay cane? Yeah, well, that's the
And then in the first version of cocaine was a white cane.
Yeah, but that'd be fucking served in papers, apparently. That's why he doesn't look like Kane anymore. But he wasn't Blue Kane, though, I don't think. If you remember, he was the original one that started that. I think it was from England, the Blue Kane, which was first going viral. And then the current Kane, cocaine, was the one that got viral after Blue Kane. Whatever happened to him, I think he got a cease and desist as well, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think they're doing it in JCW, and they kept like getting cease and desist. So every time they got a cease and desist, okay, change the color of the outfit.
The pink one was funny as in Gain.
That was rainbow. That was a rainbow.
What was it? I can't remember, man. But I saw all the versions of it. The blue one was in the UK. He was doing that over there, but was the other ones all in friggin' JCW for real?
I believe so. Yeah.
It's very interesting. Nevertheless, I like where Cocaine is at now. Anyway, I actually like his look. I like his theme song as well.
And now he's got a hoe cane, pal.
Well, Cocaine did talk about, as Nelson Castle says, about the cease and desist when he was interviewed by Jeff and Mac. Those post-show interviews are fire. Absolutely. Jeff is killing it and Mac is killing it.
JCW
With the
Lunacy
post-show.
Backstage Pass airs every Thursday right after JCW Lunacy goes off the air with big Mad Mac Davis, dude, the new Mean Gene in the business and the hardest working man in podcasting, Jeff Lane. Whoop, whoop.
Absolutely. Absolutely 100%. Well, unless there's anything else we want to talk about, should we take it home, Brandon?
Let's take her home, pal.
Take it home, pal. Well, before we do take it home, tell them what you're up to, what you're doing, and what are you doing in the future, man? What's going on with Brandon? What's the next watch along?
See, the next watch along is tomorrow night, the Monday Night Raw watch along, followed up with the Impact Attack.
I love just ending the show on this, but anyway, continue on.
And then on Tuesday night, we got coming up on HMG. Tuesday, we have This Week in WWE. We have hitting the marks. We have the Laser NXT watch long. We have the A show. We have the Wednesday locker room, and then on Wednesday we got Next Level Wrestling review. We have the AEW Dynamite watch long and bell count. Thursday, the Friday locker room, the TNA Impact watch long, and JCW Lunacy watch long. And then Friday, the SmackDown watch long and bell count. And this Saturday, I think, we're gonna be doing it back to our normal time for Insanity, but because it's the Rousey Carano fight, we might, after Insanity, or we might switch over and do a watch along of that.
I am intrigued by that fight, but think about these Netflix fights. They feel, I don't know, they feel a bit worked, but we'll see. I mean, if Rousey can't, if she doesn't win this fight, she's done, bro.
Well, I think the story is kind of going into this, or at least what they're trying to tell is, Carano is somebody Rousey looked up to and respects, and she never got to have that match with her. So it's basically, it's like two of the best, one and just go,
different generations.
Go at it. Yeah, generational fight. Just trying to see who the better fighter is. Sometimes it's that simple. That's all you need, and it's real.
Well, Nelson Castro says, I'm definitely into the Carano and Rousey. I definitely feel they'll work the gimmick though, Jimmy, but still interested. Yeah, I mean, it's Netflix, bro. You got to work it a little bit. God damn it, this camera. But yeah, I am intrigued by it. I am looking forward to it. We will do a watch along actually on it. What time does it start actually?
I think. Hang on, let me check real quick. It might start right when Insanity starts. 100%, which would be perfect because there's preliminary matches before the main event, which is perfect.
Oh, true. That's a good point. We do go 8 p.m. usually on a Saturday night for Insanity. The only reason why we went late tonight is because due to Backlash being on yesterday, and myself, Jago, RBV, and MSG were covering Backlash.
Sorry.
Right. Well, what's going on here?
Actually, the main card. Okay, the main card starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. So yeah, that's like right when we're done with Insanity.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. That's perfect. So yeah, look out for that next Saturday night. I assume we'll be going live for that one. I guess around about 10 p.m. I assume for the fight, correct? Brandon,
9 Eastern, 8 Central.
That's for we don't go 8 p.m. We go 9 p.m. don't we for Insanity?
No, we go 8 p.m. Eastern.
Is that 8 p.m?
For Insanity. Yeah, that's the normal time. Whoop, whoop.
So you think we'll be done in an hour to watch the rounds? I mean, we did this time. Sometimes we go 2 hours though, Brandon.
Yeah, it kind of depends, but I think we should be good though. I think we should be all right.
Well, it all depends on how much we need to talk about.
Main card. I mean, there's still main card means there's like I think there's 3 matches on the main card.
What's the matches? What's the prelims anyway? What's all the other matches that before the main event?
Hang on, let me check.
While Brandon checks that one, anything you guys want to ask, feel free, and we'll try to answer the questions as truthfully as we can. But it is great timing, by the way, Josh. And by the way, if you're in the Tennessee area and you need some coupons, TN Coupon is the man. Just go to his YouTube channel and you'll see all the latest coupons that there is to offer in the Tennessee area.
All right, so the main card kicks off at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, with former UFC heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos facing Robles Despaigne in the opening bout.
Junior Dos Santos, damn, I haven't seen him fight in a long time, man. Me personally, Nelson, I think Rousey should win, only because Carano is a lot older. But then again, Carano used to be a beast back in the day, man. She used to absolutely kick ass. They kind of follow each other too. Like, what I mean by that, Carano was the original women's Strike Force champion, and then Rousey carried that belt after Carano. So, you know what I mean? There's a lot of history there. I used to love Strike Force, by the way. I thought they had the best, or the only women's division before UFC ever had one. But I thought the heavyweight division in the men's side of things was much better than UFC's at the time. And then, of course, UFC had to buy out Strikeforce, unfortunately for Strikeforce. But yeah, I do think Rousey's going to win. Who's your pick before we go, Brandon?
I gotta say Rousey. I think this is going to be her comeback into MMA.
Really?
Because I think there's going to be. I really think we're going to see some new organizations, especially with Jake Paul. That's his company is producing this. I think we're going to see some with UFC falling at the mistakes that WWE is making. UFC's making them worse, making them and then doing them worse, in my opinion.
UFC,
or I should say they're a little bit farther along in the I shouldn't even take that back. And the damage done to them has been a lot more long term, and now they're starting to feel effects of it a lot worse than WWE is. So they're much more vulnerable to competition.
I'm not sure. I don't know about that, man. When it comes to UFC, I mean, what makes you say that though?
I really think people are getting tired of UFC, and they're looking for alternatives.
Well, they're still selling out buildings though, man. They are in debt though.
True, but who is it that's coming to those shows though? The top 1%.
Look, I don't know if their ticket prices are as high as WWE's are right now.
I'm not sure the exact prices, but they're still following a similar strategy. But I'm not sure if the exact numbers are similar.
The difference is though with that UFC, WWE now is taking UFC's strategy moving forward with everything that they're doing. So UFC have been doing this long before WWE even got into the picture. So
right, exactly. So that means they're just what's going on with WWE has already been going on with UFC for years long.
Right, but even with under TKO, because they've owned them now for quite a while, they've already gone that route. It doesn't seem like as many people are complaining. There's still a lot of great fights to be had though in UFC, man, and I don't see them really fucking up too much.
Right, I think that's what's keeping them from completely collapsing is they still know how to promote and put good fights out.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, there's been some great, even these past, the last couple of weeks, there's been some hectic fights, dude. But WWE, I feel like, is the ones that need to be worried. But what I don't like about this whole thing with TKO is that UFC has brought a lot of debt towards WWE, if you get my drift. Because when WWE did join TKO, they didn't have any debt. But
no, WWE's turned they were in the black. They've been in the black since the Attitude Era.
I mean, there was a point where they were probably losing money. I mean, remember the tops and all that?
Oh yeah, in the early 2000s, after the Austin heel turn
and COVID, and during COVID, they were bleeding money, bro. But so was everyone else, to be fair. Hey, Sanov, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Lunacy was interesting, absolutely, man. I just love the way the story's all being played out is very well done. And like Vince Russo says, it's the Attitude Era in Lunacy. So, but even more sort of without the cuffs. I mean, obviously we get a lot of swearing going on and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, it is very different to everything else in pro wrestling right now, which is refreshing, no doubt about it, man. But in saying that, if you haven't checked out the Backlash review, go check that out at patreon.com/Amin Media Group, where you can find myself, MSG, Jago, and R to the B to the V, where we talk all things Backlash. If you also are into AEW and want to watch a show that's, AEW centric, check out Direct Edge, which was on earlier today at 11 a.m. Eastern with myself, the Vet, and the Professor, Chabela Vera Cruz, where we talk all things AEW. And believe me, that you won't be disappointed in that show, no doubt about it. And as Brandon alluded earlier, 3 p.m. Eastern Tuesday this week in WWE with myself and R to the B to the V, where we talk all things WWE, and 40 Winks was an odd but welcome addition. We've got a lot of sleepy characters now.
I will give the worker who played that gimmick all the credit in the world. He worked the shit out of that gimmick and did everything he could to sell and get it over.
Absolutely, man, for sure. Like I said, it's funny because he looks a bit older. But anyway, in saying that, I think it's time we exit the building, Brandon. I am Jimmy T. He is Whooper Brandon, and you've been listening and watching HMG's Insanity, a JCW Lunacy review show live on Hammy Media Group's YouTube channel and on the Patreon after the fact. Please like and subscribe to both outlets. We very much appreciate that. But till next time, peace out, much love, and we'll see you soon. See yous. Peace.